everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Marissa Ford, and today we are going to do a workout that is for ages 50 plus. Now that is the title of the video. However, these exercises can be done at younger ages, and they're still very beneficial for younger ages as well. But it is a very low impact workout that you can do in a chair. All right, we're gonna do every single exercise seated in a chair. We're also going to be using a flex band. All right, so grab onto your flex band, grab onto a chair, and let's get going. Now, the thing I love about Pilates is that it is very form concentrated. So before we actually get into the exercises, let's make sure that you are in proper form. So when you're choosing your chair, make sure that your feet are able to touch the ground or a stool or something that you can put underneath you so you're on a stable surface. Okay, and then also we want to ideally have your knees at a 90-degree point to your hips. Okay, I'm gonna turn so you can kind of see this. So knees are at a 90-degree point to your hips. They're nice and level here. All right, so you have your flex band. Go ahead and fold it in half and just bring it down to rest on top of your thighs. We're going to really get the spine here in that proper form. So we're seated up nice and tall up onto our sit bones, those little bony protrusions in your booty. So we're sitting right up on top of those. Now we want to make sure that our rib cage is connected and it's again resting over top of your hips. And then your shoulders are resting over top of them. So I always think of ears, shoulders, ribs, hips in one long line, all right? Once we have that, we're going to grab onto your flex band, grabbing onto the ends, and we're going to give it a slight pull. You're going to feel the activation in the outside of your arms, connecting the shoulders down the back, keeping those abdominals pulled in. Begin to lift the arms up, bringing your knuckles right in line with your shoulders, lowering right back down. Let's begin to breathe. Inhale as the arms rise. Exhale to lower those arms back down. Now you can add a little bit bigger pull on your straps if you would like, and that'll just give a little bit more activity to the outside of your arms. Inhale up, exhale down, all from the core. Inhale, rise, exhale, lower. Good, inhale to come up and hold it here, knuckles in line with your shoulders. Engage the abdominals a little bit further and begin to open the arms away from one another. You're pulling that flex band open just a little bit. And again, you're going to feel the activity into the outside of your arms. A little pull out. Exhale as you go out. Inhale to release. We have 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Release that band in. Now we're going to concentrate only on one side. So one arm is going to stay stable while the other one is going to open. Good? Open out, release. Open out, release. Doesn't have to be a huge movement here. 2 more. Last one. Now switch. Stabilize that arm and then open the opposite. Open out. Open out. You may feel that you have a little bit of weakness in one side. Pilates is so wonderful. It identifies that for you. But then you have to work to balance. Let's go 2 more. 1 more. Release. Good. Now opening both sides, flexing the elbows, pulling that strap in towards your chest. Release it back forward. Open, bend, release. So try to have this action coming from the upper back. Upper back. As you flex the elbows and you pull the shoulder blades in towards you just a little bit, working those postural muscles, keeping that upright neutral position of your spine. Head is in line with the spine, your chin just balancing right over top of your sternum. Abdominals are pulled in. You're in that one long line, remembering from ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips, balancing right on top of one another. 2 more. And 1 more. Returning the arms back out in front. Stabilize the shoulders, engage those abdominals. We're going to go into a little bit of rotation. We rotate to one side and then pause. I want you to look down and check out your knees, your legs, and your hips. Make sure that they do not move with you. So your knees should still be completely level. All right, coming back through center, over to the other side. Exhale as you rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Good. Periodically, just check out those knees. Check out your hips. We don't want you to be swaying from side to side. This rotation is all coming from the upper body. The waist is rotating. The pelvis is stabilizing. So think of like a wet washcloth. When you're wringing out a washcloth, you're twisting it one way, just the top side maybe of that washcloth is twisting, wringing out the water. That's like your waist. Wring out your waist. One more to each side. Good, and then come right back into your center. We're gonna go back into the rotation on one side. Now pause here. Again, check out the pelvis, make sure that's stable. But now let's deepen the rotation with a pulsing exhale. Deepen. We have 3, 2, 1. Rotating back through center over to the other side. And pulse that. 2 more. Back into your center. Lower the arms down. Good. Take a small breather. Hopefully you feel your arms really starting to heat up. Now, you're going to go ahead and take your strap, lengthen it all the way out. You're going to bring the middle of that band down onto the floor, and you're going to step onto it. Feet are going to be hip distance apart still. And then if you have handles or like armrest onto your chair, scoot forward a little bit just so they don't bug you. But make sure once again you have the feet flat and you have the 90-degree point from your knees to your hips. All right, so you're grabbing onto each side of your flex band as equal as possible here. We're stabilizing the shoulders down the back and your abdominals are pulled in. So come back to that same idea of your shoulders, or your ears, your shoulders, your ribs, and your hips stacked in that one long line. All right, we're going to flex both elbows back behind you, then release those arms down. Flex them both back, release them down. So again, think of that upper mid-back. Again, those postural muscles. We live in a very forward flex society. So this is a really good exercise to elongate the back extensors here and work them after they've been forward and relaxed all day. We have 5 more here. And you can always choke up on your flex band. Don't make it easy. Challenge yourself. We have 3 more. 1, 2, 1 more. We're gonna hold it back here. Hold it, begin to pulse. Pulse out. Good. And back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms down. Good. All right, we're gonna go into a bicep curl. We're gonna do this one at a time. So one arm is going to stabilize and you can just relax it onto your thigh. The other one is going to be your bicep curling one. So make sure you have a decent amount of tension. Our biceps are stronger muscles, so grab onto a good amount. Stabilize those shoulders. Once again, ears, shoulders, ribs, hips in that stacked long line. And we begin to do the bicep curl. So pull it up, release it down. Good. My palm is facing inward towards my body, so I have a good grip on that band. In and down. Elbow is hugged into your waist. Seated up nice and tall. And abdominals engaged. So your arm is not a lone wolf here. Your abdominals are helping. Your abdominals help with every single movement. You don't move an arm, a finger, a toe without first engaging your abdominals. Let's do 5 more. Sounds like a good number because I lost count. 3 more. 2. And 1. Relax. All right, switching over to the other side. So the one that was just working is now the stabilizing one on top of your thigh. And then grab onto a little bit more tension with the opposite arm. Stabilize, abdominals pull in, hug the elbow to waist, and begin your bicep curls. Pull it in and up, and up. Good. So in Pilates, you're always going to have a mover and a stabilizer. That's kind of the whole idea, that we're working one muscle group while stabilizing with others, and that builds your muscle endurance, your controlology. Good. So our arm, our bicep, is our mover, and then everything else is stabilizing. Everything else has its job of just staying still and resisting the movement, which is hard in itself. And again, let's pick 5 more to do. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Very good. All right, so we want to, once again, bring the hands a little bit more towards the ends of your flex band. You can always choke up depending on how much tension you can do. And we're gonna bring both arms down to your sides. Palms are facing in towards you. Roll the shoulders back. Once again, ears, shoulders, ribs, hips in one long line. So pull those abdominals in. And we're going to press the arms slightly back. Release them forward. Press back. Release forward. So again, if you have handles or a big armrest on your chair, just go to the outsides of them. Ideally, I like this better with a chair that does not have the big armrest in the way, because you can bring the arms more down to your sides rather than out to that low V. But we will make do with what we have. Good. So I really want you to feel this in the back. So this is more posterior work, but I want you to feel it in particular in the triceps and the back of your shoulders. Again, we talked about being such a forward flex society. We're always on our devices. So this is going to help open you up. Open those collarbones nice and wide. Let them stretch. Let's go 4 more. 1, 2, 3. And hold them back there. Good. Begin to pulse. Pulse back, back, back. Check in with your core. Make sure you're not arching your lower back. Pull those abdominals in. You're sitting tall up on your sit bones, but your ribs are pulled in and down. So you're not arching that lower spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms forward. Very good. All right, go ahead and take that strap out from underneath the feet. And we're gonna do something a little different with it. So thread it underneath your legs, underneath your thighs. Crisscross them, okay? And then thread them under again. So they'll crisscross at the bottom, and then you'll pull the 2 ends up, okay? It's just wrapping it around your thighs, okay? So we are trying to create a good kind of binding action for your thighs to work against. So you're holding onto those little ends and just allow your arms to relax. So shoulders down your back, collarbones wide, abdominals are pulled in, elbows hugged in towards your waist. We're gonna work with the legs here. So I want you to come up onto the balls of your feet instead of being flat onto your heels. So up onto the balls of your feet, and then scoot your feet towards your chair just a little bit. That's gonna bring your knees directly over top of the balls of the feet, so you're in better traction, better position here. Now, I want you to separate your legs about 1 inch or 2, okay? So you're going to be pressing your thighs against the band, and that will automatically fire on those abductors to the outside of your legs and hips. So see if you feel that. Just going from legs connected all the way together to then separating them out just a few inches. All right, we have those heels elevated up nice and high, and then we begin to press the thighs into the band. Press out, out. See if you can start feeling that activity to the outside of your thighs and your hips. Little out, little out, out. These are wonderful. Such good exercises that you can do in a very low impactful way, seated in a chair. You can sit on your couch. This is a great one, even if you want to do something while maybe you're watching your favorite show or movie or the news. Wrap this around your thighs, and as you're watching, just press out. Really work those abductors. They get lazy after a while. Wake them up. Good, let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now I want you to keep the press out. So keep those thighs pressing outward into the sides of the band. Now you're gonna lift one foot up about 1 inch or 2 above the floor. So your knee and your thigh is gonna go a little higher. Good, tap it back down. Switch to the other side. Little lift, lower. Again, you're keeping the press out onto that strap. Lift, lower. Reciprocal action here. Little marches. Up, down. It's amazing how such a small movement with just that little added strap around your thighs fires them on. Can you feel your booty right now? Yeah, muscles that you maybe never knew you had there. I definitely can. Let's do 4 more here on each side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and your last one. So we completed that 4 on each. Relax the feet down. Very good. Go ahead and unstrap. Grab onto your band. You can choose to fold it in half again, or you can keep it long. It's completely up to you. All right, let's stretch out a little bit. Bring your arms above your head, stabilizing the shoulders down your back. Now, while we're here, the tendency for the ribs, I'm gonna turn so you can kind of see, the tendency is for the ribs to pop forward and your lower back to arch anytime the arms go overhead. But we don't wanna do that, right? Because your body's your stabilizer while your arms are your movers at this point. So when the arms go up, you're still maintaining that long line from your ears, your shoulders, your ribs, your hips. You're not arching, you're not protruding your chest forward, you're not pushing your head forward in any funky way. We're staying nice and stacked, okay? So from here, with our stacked position, we're gonna go into a slight side bend. Side bend onto one side. Good, hold here for a moment. You're going to take the top arm, the one closest to the ceiling. You're gonna stretch it up and release it down. Stretch up, release it down. Now we're gonna do it with a breath, okay? You're going to inhale as you stretch. Exhale as you lower it down. And on that inhale, on that opening of the arm, I want you to think of breathing through that side of the rib cage. Good. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Rise up. Good, let's take it to the other side. So again, side bend to the opposite side. Now the arm that's closest to the ceiling is gonna be the mover. So now the bottom arm is your stabilizer. Abdominals are pulled in, so we're not arching. We press up, release, up, release. And then begin to add that inhale as you open the arms and extend that flex band. And you're breathing into the side of the rib cage. Good. Breathe in. Breathe in. One more time. Breathe in. Good, arms rise up to the ceiling. Good, you're gonna open that band up just a little bit, flex both elbows and pull the band behind your head. Now again, do not let this change the position of your spine. Abdominals are still connected in tight. Reach the arm back up. Good, flex arms, pull them down. Band goes behind the head. Reach back up. So this is a chest stretch. You should feel your pecs stretching a little bit. Again, because we're a forward flex society on our phones and our computers all day, our pecs become our pec muscles, they become very shortened. Very, very shortened. The fibers are very short. So this helps to open them up, lengthen, stretch across the chest, wide collarbones, wide shoulders. One more time. Pull those arms down, hold it here. Check back in with those abdominals. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms up and back down. All right, that is it for this particular workout today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. Leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up if you liked it, if you want more videos that are very similar to this. If you have any suggestion for future videos, I am all ears and I will absolutely post whatever you guys want. So please let me know, and I will see you soon.